Greetings, Elder Blacklight. Pay attention to this experiment. These are experiments of social engineer. Now, what you just seen, the Trump trials, and what's about ready to go down, the elections, the primaries, and dealing with persuading the people's minds to vote a certain way, the opinion polls of the people. All this is by design to guide the people into submission. The people's willpower have already been taken away from them. You have no more willpower. But who's I'm most concerned with is my people, my black people. They don't have no will for themselves no more. You got the house Negro, like Malcolm was talking about, and the field Negro. Study that tape. Identify around your family, your community, who most identify with the house Negro and the field Negro. Social engineering, social science. So we're going to get into this experiment. Pay close attention.
Decide which one of these three straight lines is the same length as this first card.
Take a look for yourself. Think you've got it? Before we reveal the answer, we'll show you where these people stand.
I think it's A.
A.
A. It's A.
Yeah, I'm going to go with A.
It looks like everyone is going with A.
Definitely A.
Do they know something you don't?
What do you think?
Take one last look. Are you going with these people who all picked A? Or did you choose to go with B or C? Time's up. Got your pick?
It's A.
You're going to go with the group?
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Is that what you picked? Or did you go with another answer? It turns out the answer to this round is C. And while you likely chose C first and stuck with your answer, we also know that some viewers might have felt the peer pressure and switched to A.
It's A.
I want to ask you something. Did your gut at first tell you that the answer was actually C?
Yeah. But everyone was choosing A, so I just felt like I had to pick A too.
You felt the pull of the crowd.
Yeah.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, we'll let you in on a little secret. The first 9 people in this line were working for us, and each time we ran the experiment, they were instructed to pick the same wrong answer.
A.
A.
It's A.
Seeing all these people choose A left the last person in line who wasn't in on it with a tough decision to go with their gut or with a group.
You're going to go with the group?
Yeah.
Although not all of the test subjects at the end of the line fell for it.
I think it's C.
In spite of what everybody else thinks. You don't trust the wisdom of the crowd?
I'm trusting my gut.
Okay. To be perfectly honest, I think C looks closest. You think that they're all wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, guys.
And don't beat yourself up if you were tempted to go along with the crowd.
Make your choice. I'm gonna have to go with A. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. What happened?
I have a confession.
Okay.
I actually thought it was C.
Did you start to question your own judgment?
I did. I don't want to be the dumb kid. I don't want to stand out. You know, I was like, A. Confession.
Okay.
I actually thought it was C.
Did you start to question your own judgment?
I did. I don't want to be the dumb kid. I don't want to stand out. You know, I was like, A.
Have you ever ignored the truth to fit in with a group? Just think. What if those weren't lines, but evidence in a murder case, would you be able to see past the group consensus and just go with your gut?
Studies show that when someone holds a different opinion than the rest of the group, the anterior cingulate cortex, also known as the oops area of the brain, produces an error signal. We try to fix that by modifying our opinion to be in line with the group, even if it's a viewpoint we're uncomfortable with or know is wrong. And that's because there's some major evolutionary advantages for those who follow along with the group, namely survival. If you want to stay safe, stay with the herd.
How many of you guys have seen the movie American Sniper? Okay, at the beginning, the flashback scene where he's sitting at the table, like they start talking about that. Well, that all comes from the book On Combat by Colonel Grossman, who's an Army Ranger, and he was also the psychology professor at West Point. So, smart dude and a badass. Pretty awesome. I'd highly recommend reading that book, because when you start trying to think about crime and bad things, and you're trying to look at it through your own filter and your own perspective, that's the incorrect filter. So this really helps you. It's like required reading to all my cop buddies and stuff like that. They're like, this is the book. You have to buy it. But it comes from there. And it says there's 3 types of people in the world. There's sheep, which are everyday citizens. Let's say 80% of them, of the human population's sheep.
You heard that?
Everyday people. They just like going around there with their life, and they don't like to think about bad things or anything like that. 10% of the population's wolves. Those are the bad guys. They're the ones who eat the sheep. They're the ones who come and look for victims. So they're the criminals, they're the murderers, they're all that. Sheepdog. Sheepdogs are the protectors. They protect the flock. Like one sheepdog can keep the whole flock safe. But sheep, they don't really like sheepdogs, because they kind of look like a wolf, don't they? Like a wolf, dog, sheepdog fangs. They kind of move, look the same way. When wolves aren't around for a long time, the sheep actually start resenting the sheepdog. They're like, you know what? We'd rather just you put on a sheep coat and just pretend to be like this. Like, it just reminds them that there's wolves out there. You're paranoid. Like, why do you have to think about that kind of stuff? So that's how they think until a wolf comes. Then guess what? They all cower behind the sheepdog. It pulls up a link on my forum where it has the whole passage from the book. And if you just read that, that's good. But I recommend reading the whole thing. But it talks about how after like the Columbine shooting, like the kids that like jumped on the cops or were holding on to them, they had to pry them off afterwards, because these are the ones that are going to keep people safe.
The flag of Washington's District of Columbia has 3 red stars, one for each city-state in the 3-city empire. This corporate empire of 3 city-states controls the world economically through London's inner city, militarily through the District of Columbia, and spiritually through the Vatican.
So now we see we are back to the pyramid of the Rothschild, the Zionists, Uncle Sam, the Vatican, and the Illuminati at the top. So which one are you? That's the question. Are you the sheepdog? Want to protect your people? Or are you the wolf? But you know, y'all can't be the wolf, even if you want to be the wolf, because the wolf won't let you in his pack. See, the wolf, sometimes they hunt alone, but when times get rough, they hunt in the pack. Well, they said the sheepdog is like the wolf. Sometimes a dog hunt alone too. Sometimes he's a solo soldier, you know, because he see things so different. Not too many people are aligned with where he's coming from. And some of you may be like that. But the 85% are the sheep. Go on YouTube, you'll see. And that's the reason why, you know, they can get away with a whole lot of corruption. And then when you try to do it, you know, you're going to get locked up. Then you're going to become their slave. Black people can't see this. The gangbangers, the Crips, you know, when they sell dope to their people, you know, they think they're aligning themselves with the smart people, with the 10%ers. Because they might, you know, you might have $1 million. Like Freeway Rick. He was making $1 million on his operation. See, man, I can't even go along with the FOI no more, the Nation of Islam, because they was on a unique pattern, getting ready to build their people up for some real black power. Then when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad left, everyone, you know, you didn't see nobody trying to build it back up, except that wolf in sheep clothing. And he don't know. He's dispensable. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And all who follow him went to that Scientology mess, man. Y'all know the messenger didn't teach that. And then we got these wolves in sheep clothing, like Young Pharaoh, Sonetta, Umar Johnson, to name a few, Polite, SETI. You know, they want to be at the 10%. They some house niggas. They done converted to house niggery. I tell you, man, it's enough to make you wanna holler and throw up both your hands. Make you wanna holler. Throw up both your hands. If you think this is living, this ain't living. So ask yourself that. We're gonna let you put that in your pipe, in your peace pipe, and smoke it. Until next time, this is Black Light.